Kevin Love gets to start in his Miami Heat debut. Miami's in Milwaukee to take on a surprise return from Giannis Antetokounmpo with his Bucks with him. Giannis was expected to miss some games with that wrist injury that he suffered right before the All-Star break. You see, the Greek Freak looks good there. More on him in a second, though. First, it's Jimmy Butler knocking in the three, and he's not alone. His right-hand man, Tyler Hero, knocks in a three as well. If you're a Bucks fan, this is a very scary sight, probably a little scarier than that wrist injury. You see Giannis trying to post up, and he immediately calls for the Bucks to check him out of that basketball game, and he did not return. He's dealing with some type of knee injury, ladies and gentlemen. You want to follow that storyline. That's a big one. Huge playoff implications behind that one. Jay Crowder knocks in his first three, his first bucket as a Milwaukee Buck. He had 9. And how about Bobby Portis returning, looking healthy, 18 and 11 for Portis. Milwaukee, by the way, has got a 12-game winning streak on the line. Chris Middleton hadn't been his normal self. They're trying to get it done without Giannis as well. Drew Holiday's on the job, though. How about Holiday with the deuce? And then in the third quarter, more Drew, this time dishing to Brook Lopez. And Jay Crowder's like, okay, I could get used to this. Bucks knock in 18 three-pointers. Holiday lining it up and knocking it down, and then Grayson Allen on the same type of time. Milwaukee shorthandedly just blowing out the Heat. See Chris Middleton working that baseline to perfection. He's a big piece to this puzzle in Milwaukee. He had 12 points in this one. And the Bucks keep their streak alive. They beat the Heat 128-99. I have absolutely no idea how Giannis even made it to the court that game. That's how I know we're dealing with prime Cleveland LeBron James. These two dudes, man, at their apex, they can go down with an ugly, cringe-worthy looking injury and then just bounce up. I thought Giannis was going to be out until March. I just reported that following his medical exam in New York, he was likely going to be out until March. That was the report. I got that from a Bucks beat writer. And all of a sudden, he just gets upgraded right before a game, and he's playing. The Greek Freak is out there. It's like, what in the world is this dude made of? Sheesh Louise. Unfortunately, though, for Giannis, his night ends early. And look, I'm going to say this. It's one thing for Chris Middleton to have some knee issues coming off a knee procedure in the offseason. Look, Giannis ain't never had a problem with his knee. All right? To the best of my knowledge, Giannis don't have knee issues. Giannis started grabbing at his knee. I don't know who that Bucks training staff is. I don't know who's on it. But look, you got Middleton with a lingering knee issue. You got Giannis now leaving the game early with a knee issue. You better figure this out. Whoever this Bucks training staff is, y'all got some very valuable assets with the playoffs about a month or so away that are hurting right now. And you better figure this out now. Look, I don't believe Giannis nor Chris Middleton cheat their bodies. History shows me that they don't. These guys are in the prime of their careers right now. Whoever's on that Milwaukee Bucks training staff, I'm sure you are phenomenal at what you do, but you better figure this out. Your job on the line. All these knee issues. Look, a wrist injury is one thing, right? An elbow injury, whatever. You can't really, you can't really hone in on those type of things. Knee issues, star players, guys that are in unreal shape. Giannis is unreal. All right, now we got to figure this thing out. We can't be doing that now. Y'all know I am a Los Angeles Lakers diehard, but y'all know I be rooting for the Bucks when my Lakers ain't good. You ain't going too far if Giannis ain't around. You talk about, look, they already had a hard time getting past Boston with Chris Middleton, and they didn't. You damn sure ain't going nowhere if Giannis ain't right. You can forget, you ain't getting out of the first round of the playoffs if Giannis ain't right. I can tell you that now. If he got knee issues, it's good to see Jay Crowder in the lineup. Middleton still, I don't know, man. It just don't feel right. Speaking of Middleton, it just don't feel right this year. I can't put my, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't. That ain't the guy that's been great for Milwaukee the last 3-4 years. That don't look right. And then Giannis leaves the game. That definitely didn't look right. Bucks somehow, some way, by the way, they make it 13 games in a row. By the way, in the midst of all this, the winning streak continues. The winning streak continues. Bad loss for Miami, by the way. Awful loss for the Heat. This team was literally a few minutes away from the NBA Finals last year. They ain't been good this year. What are they, like 6-7 out East right now? I have been underwhelmed with Miami this year. This has been awful. The Kyle Lowry experiment has been awful. You know, Bam has improved, but he can't offset how bad point guard play has been for Miami this year. And we'll see what happens with He's still a team, by the way, that you don't want to play in the first round of the playoffs. These two teams might meet in the first round of the playoffs, but Miami just, they don't look the part this year. They don't.